I went back to Ollie's to see if they had any new comic book packs. Stay tuned to see what I picked up. Welcome back, comic book fans. This is Rusty again with Collector Auctions, and today I've got another Ollie's visit to show you. I picked up some new comic book packs that they had, and actually I went to a different Ollie's this time on a different trip down to southern West Virginia. And in this particular store, they had a lot of new packs, ones that I had not seen from my other Ollie's that I visit when I go visit my home place in West Virginia. So I was excited to see some things in there that were brand new, and I picked up a few packs, and we will get into these in just a moment. But first, what I always ask you guys to do, hit that like, slap the subscribe, and definitely click on that notification bell so you don't miss out on content like this each and every week, Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. So let's get into the books. Alright guys, so I ended up picking up 4 different packs from Ollie's, and all of these are 5 packs. They are $4.99 a piece, and as you can see, they're a little loose, so I definitely, oh, I'm about ready to drop them. They're a little loose, so I can definitely cheat a little bit, and I can see the edges of the book sometimes, and sometimes I can tell what might be on the inside, but in a lot of cases, it's just a luck of the draw. So you definitely go off the books that you see on the front or the back on all of these. And let's just start with this one right here, because walking up, it had this beautiful Art Germ Supergirl cover that had all kinds of foil. It was sparkly, guys. It got me. It was sparkly. And what was interesting is I just went to my very first comic book swap meet, and this was one of the books that someone had out on their table as one of the books that they were looking to trade at this thing. And I saw that, and I'm going, I just got that. It's in this pack right here. So I wanted to open up, and that's the one reason I bought this one right here, because of that Art Germ cover. So let's see what we've got in here. On the back, you can see we've got a Marvel book. E is for Extinction, number 4. So, don't know much about that. I haven't been reading X-Men too much. I had dropped a lot of these other titles other than just X-Men before they got to the Jonathan Hickman run. So, until that part, I really wasn't picking up a lot of those books. So, we'll see what that is. But let's just start with the very first one here. It is Supergirl number 23. Beautiful Art Germ cover. Yeah, that's spectacular. And this is one of those things that's after the video, I'll take the books and we'll take a look and see if there's any surprising values on any of these. But just like my other Ollie's videos and other people who do these, sometimes you can find some hidden gems. And if I find something here that's really spectacular, I'll try to put up a graphic on the screen to show you what a 9.8 graded version might be, or for some other interesting fact, I'll definitely put it as a graphic on the screen. But right now, we're just doing a reveal, and I have no idea what the books are going to be. This is the Mighty Thor, 481. This is getting towards, I think, the end of the series. I really wasn't reading Thor at that point. Oh, this is a nice one. We've got Spider-Man number 24. You've got the Doppelganger. I believe that's the Doppelganger right there. And then we have another issue of Thor. It's actually even later. This is Thor. Why am I having that problem? 483. And then the one I showed you that I definitely knew was there. This is issue 4 of E is for Extinction. So right off, other than that Supergirl, I don't think there's anything in here too amazing, but you never know. If you guys see something that I don't recognize as being a significant book, let me know by leaving me a comment in the comments section. All right, second pack right here had this beautiful Wild Star number 1. I love this. It has a cardstock type cover. It's got a little bit of foil. It is embossed. It is by Jerry Ordway. He did the art on this, and I always like picking this book up. It doesn't have a lot of value, but you never know. That's a character that, who knows, someday may be optioned. And then we had a Supreme number 7 on the back. I think that's Liefeld cover. I may be wrong on that, but let's get into this and see what we've got. All right, we'll start with that Wild Star number 1. Oh, look at this. We've got a pretty nice copy of Wildcats number 1. This is Jim Lee's book. from Image. And this is funny, I literally just picked this up in one of my previous videos at a antique mall. This is Warriors of Plasm #1 from Defiant Comics. I think that was the first comic they put out. And I told the story then on that video that my mom had bought this for me, this first issue, when they were promoting comics really heavily on QVC. And she bought me the t-shirt that goes along with it. It was a black t-shirt that had the Defiant Castle logo right there. So I still wear that to this day. It's definitely seen better days and it's worn down, and I use that when I'm out doing yard work and things. Oh, here's a nice one. We have the second issue of the Savage Dragon, and you've got the Super Patriot there. Got some Eric Larson goodness. And of course, we've got the first issue, or excuse me, the 7th issue of Supreme. So it looked like some fun books. In fact, this pack right here struck me as a pile that I might just have to sit down and read these books. One thing's for sure, the Savage Dragon is one of those books. It doesn't have a lot of value, but boy, those are just fun stories. I don't think Eric Larson gets the credit that he deserves, because that book, just like Spawn, is still ongoing. I mean, we're up to hundreds of issues at this point. So anyway, third pack. Third pack had, what was this? This was Space, Above and Beyond the Gauntlet from Topps Comics. I didn't get that for that. I don't know why I got this one. This one had Shadowhawk #2, and this was, not sure of what issue that is, actually. It just says Shadowhawk #2, and I don't see anything with it, but hey, let's get in here. That's part of the fun of this, is sometimes you can, even though I said I could peek inside a little bit and sometimes see some of the issues, you know, if you can recognize the art, you might be able to pick it out. But anyway, it's going to be fun just to do a review. So we've got Space, Above and Beyond the Gauntlet. Was this a TV series? I'm not sure. And then that first one, with that Shadowhawk here, let's look on the inside. Wow, that's a big giant poster. So this is issue 3. I just looked on the inside cover, and it has got this, the cover looks like it's got this a giant poster that will fold out. I'm sure you would damage the comic at that point. Oh, another book from Topps Comics. It is Satan 6. This is #2. And then we've got Solar, the Destroyer in this one. It's not Man of the Autumn, it's the Destroyer. This is #33. And of course, we've got that. Oh, actually, the reason I picked this up was this book right here. This is I'd seen this in a lot of other packs as the top copy, but when I was sneaking little peeks through that plastic, I noticed that this pack actually had this issue right here. And even though this was on the top of a lot of other packs, I went ahead and got this because I noticed that this book was in here. This is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers #1 from Boom Studios. I know that this is a variant cover, but I don't know if it has a lot of value. I mean, I only picked up one copy, one pack that had this in there, I would imagine. So be interesting to see if that one has any value, being a #1 issue. And Power Rangers are starting to make a resurgence in popularity. So we'll see. And then the last pack I picked up, nothing too significant on the front. We've got Dark Horse Comics Will to Power #8. And on the back is a Valiant copy of Time Walker #14. Again, I must have snuck a little peek in the inside to see what was in there, because neither of those books really struck me as something significant. But you never know. Let's see what we find in this last pack here. So let's start with the Will to Power #8. And then Valiant's Time Walker #14. Can't imagine these books being worth anything, to be honest with you guys. Oh, we have the second issue of Warriors of Plasm. And I will tell you this, I didn't enjoy that comic book back then. The only reason I pick up #1s occasionally is that it's still significant for being a #1 issue from a new company like that. But I can tell you, I never had issue #2. I didn't enjoy it enough. And then we've got Solar, Man of the Atom, another Valiant book. This is issue #48. This is pretty far in the run. and well past the point where Barry Windsor Smith was doing the artwork. Those early Valiant issues with his artwork was fantastic and very enjoyable, but the later stuff just kind of petered out, and people lost interest, and it just the same interest wasn't there. So Valiant, I mean, I guess they're still around today, but boy, nothing like they were in the early 90s with a lot of those new characters that they had revived. And then, of course, Man of War and Archer and Armstrong were very popular as well, to add to Solar and to Magnus, right? Robot Hunter. Those were great issues. You got Harbinger that were fantastic. A couple other things in there, too. So, anyway, and then the last issue was, I picked up another pack that had a copy of Wildcats #1 from Jim Lee. Now, these 2 issues of Wildcats, if you can get the 9.8 out of that, I know that is a $90 to $120 slab pretty much any day of the week. So that right there probably would get one of these slabbed. If I can get a 9.8 out of that, would probably pay for all this. As I said, I didn't pay. What did I pay? $5 a piece. This was a whole $20 order, and you'd more than make your money back by selling one of those. But definitely, this was for fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of video. It's kind of just a fun way to collect comics and just go out there and have fun, and you're not spending a lot of money. These are not big mystery boxes that you're spending hundreds of dollars on, but you're also not finding necessarily a killer book that's going to make a small fortune for you either. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was a lot of fun. Let me know in the comment section what you think about these books, and have you been picking up packs from Ollie's as well? There's also packs at other stores that you can pick up. I know that somebody just recently mentioned that their new comic book packs are in Wegmans, the grocery store. I know that's not a store that you're going to find across the country. And my wife actually works at Wegmans, and she says they don't have them. So it's definitely not in every Wegmans. But I'm curious to see if you guys have picked up any packs of comics from there as well. But we'll probably do this again. We'll probably give it another month before I go to Ollie's again and see if there's any new packs there. And we'll see if we find any more fun books the next time. But thank you for joining me today. Hope you will join me for the next episode. I don't know what it's going to be about, but it's going to be about comics. So until then, take care, and remember, every comic has a story.